More deals, you say? Henry and I are here once again. Say hello, Henry.
Hello, Henry.
To show you the very best in the discounts and deals coming up, starting with a spooktacular sequel. This video is brought to you by Apex Legends Arsenal. Like the first game, Hello Neighbor 2 is a stealth horror in which you have to infiltrate and investigate your neighbor's home without getting caught. Except this time, you've got a whole neighborhood to sneak through, and each character is powered by an advanced neural network that will learn from your behavior as you play. Very Black Mirror. It's usually nice when someone finds their people, but seeing Mr. Peterson with a whole community of fellow creepy neighbors doesn't exactly warm my cockles. In fact, my cockles remain decidedly chilly.
We've actually played this on Twitch, and let me tell you, they're smart, like me, sly, like you, Bex, and absolutely determined to keep you out. So, prepare for a serious challenge. But if you think you're up for it, Hello Neighbor 2 is available now on Xbox and PC Game Pass. It's also 30% off in this week's sale. We figured we'd shine a light on this one, otherwise it might have snuck right past you. It's Aragami. This third-person adventure has you playing as a mystical assassin who has a variety of shadowy powers at their disposal. While that all sounds quite sinister, the game actually gives you full control over how to complete each mission. Are you going to slice up everyone in sight or just slip through enemy lines without them even knowing you were there?
Whichever approach you decide to take, the Shadow Edition gives you all the post-release content, including an additional story that takes place before the main one.
I think they call that a prequel.
Pick it up this week for 80% off and then head to Game Pass if you want to check out the sequel. City Skylines 2 got a snazzy new trailer at this year's Xbox Showcase. And if that put you in an urban planning kind of mood, then look no further than the original.
I think they call that a prequel.
In this city building simulation, you start with nothing more than a patch of land and a dream. From there, you get to choose everything. How to lay the roads, what to build, how much pollution you'll allow, how high taxes should be. I really do mean everything. And each of your decisions will have a meaningful impact on the living, breathing city you've created.
And hey, the premium edition opens up your options even further, with the earth-friendly offerings of the Green Cities pack, the somewhat less eco-conscious industrial expansion, and more. The whole thing is now 75% off, and you'll find the base game on Game Pass too.
Nice.
But if you're looking for a city building game and Skylines doesn't sound quite cool or brutal enough, why not check out Frostpunk? Set in a grim, frost-covered version of the 19th century, this game combines city management with survival and strategy game mechanics. As you gather resources and develop your steampunk technology, you'll need to make a lot of tough decisions to keep the fires burning, often rejecting what your heart wants in favour of what your hearth needs.
But if you get good at making those sorts of cold-blooded decisions, you'll be well equipped to survive when Frostpunk 2 arrives. Until then, the complete collection bundles in a whole mess of Frosty expansions, along with the original, and it's now 70% off while the base game is available on Game Pass.
Very cool.
From the developers of the Guacamelee games, Nobody Saves the World is another action-packed adventure RPG that's filled with fast-paced fights and hilarious gags. You might be a nobody, but with your newfound magic abilities, you can learn to transform into all sorts of different things. From rats to horses to rangers, zombies, mermaids, and even just an egg.
But Bex, things get really interesting once you start mixing and matching their abilities, allowing you to play as a magician with a bodybuilder's buff physique or a monk with some serious horsepower. The possibilities are pretty endless, especially when you tag in another player online. So grab Nobody Saves the World for 50% off and watch your world transform. One of the many games that was revealed in the last couple of weeks was Punch Club 2 Fast Forward. And now that you know it's on its way, you'd probably better get some training in with the original. Punch Club is a fighting game with a difference. You won't be taking part in any of the in-ring action. You'll be managing everything that happens outside of it. That means choosing your fighter's style, deciding when to train, balancing their work commitments and social obligations, and sometimes, just sometimes, it will also mean getting them to punch an alligator in the face.
It's a tough job, but someone's got to do it. And that someone could be you with Punch Club now 75% off. No, it's not the video game adaptation of Scotland's preeminent soap opera that we've all been waiting for. River City Girls is a side-scrolling brawler inspired by classics like Streets of Rage.
Surely someone's going to develop that game though.
We can but hope. Playing as two girls on a quest to rescue their boyfriends, battering your way through anyone that tries to stop you.
You can unleash a huge arsenal of kicks, punches, and throws on your enemies for maximum effect. And in between rounds, you can enjoy some stylish anime cutscenes or some manga-style story panels. All this to the tune of propulsive synth-pop soundtracks. Well, River City Girls has it all, and it's now 50% off too. Okay, the game might be called The Medium, but the scare factor here is definitely extra large. This third-person horror game stars Marianne, a woman who can travel freely between the physical and spiritual realms. Using this unique power, you'll be able to solve all kinds of ingenious puzzles, and the game gets particularly mind-bending when you're asked to split the screen in two and work with both realities at the same time.
The things you'll see over the course of your adventure are often pretty nightmarish, but they look like a dream on the Xbox Series X, with ray-traced lighting and crisp 4K Ultra HD. Experience the beauty and the horror of The Medium this week for 45% off. If you're looking for some R&R this summer and just want to soak up the rays, then point your parasol in the direction of The Tourist. In this laid-back adventure game, you're let loose on an exotic island resort to explore it at your leisure. Go for a swim, head to the shops, or just wander about and see what you can find.
And you know what? When it comes to sightseeing, The Tourist is pretty unrivaled, delivering its gorgeous voxel-style scenery in gorgeous 4K and at up to 120 FPS on the Xbox Series X and S. It's a bit of a technical marvel and a tropical good time, and it's now half price too. And who knows what we'll find when we journey into the far reaches of space. New life forms, glorious constellations, beautiful vistas, gunk? Okay, so that last one isn't quite as awe-inspiring, but you're going to be dealing with it a lot in this third-person adventure. In the gunk, you play as a gritty space hauler who finds himself on a planet that's rife with ancient artifacts, valuable resources, and, yeah, gunk. Using your power glove, you'll be able to steadily clear it all away, revealing the wonders underneath.
Watching the natural world around you come bursting back into life after you've cleaned away that poisonous ooze is just delightful, especially when you're witnessing it in smooth 60 FPS on the Xbox Series X and S.
It's like gaming's version of a face mask.
So get degunking now for 40% off, or by grabbing the game off of Xbox or PC Game Pass. Compulsion Games turned up at the Xbox showcase and almost stole the show with their enchantingly stylish, extremely mysterious new title, South of Midnight.
Looks so good.
So you might want to check out some of their earlier work, like We Happy Few. This first-person adventure takes place inside a crumbling city where the population is being controlled by mind-altering chemicals.
And it might be first-person, but you actually get to play as 3 distinctive characters. You're going to use each one's unique skill set to make your bid for freedom, combining stealthy skills with lockpicking, and then there's also some less subtle ones like explosives and face punching. And don't worry, you're not hallucinating, but We Happy Few really is 90% off.
This video was brought to you by Apex Legends Arsenal, the 17th season of the free-to-play FPS phenomenon. With the new season comes a new legend, Ballistic, the retired gunslinger back to show the young folks how it's done. Experience the history of the world's edge in the new Apex Games Museum. Progress through new weapon mastery to sharpen your trigger fingers and earn those rewards in the new Arsenal Battle Pass. Apex Legends Arsenal has a whole loadout of new features just waiting to be discovered.
I do hope you don't begrudge me just a bit of fun before the curtain drops.
With all these amazing deals on offer, we reckon there should be more than a few happy folk this week. See you later.
Bye!